foxes. Silver foxes will not approach humans a lot of times, but in this case, he was breeding them epigenetically to get more and more familiar and confident with people, and that took quite a few breedings to get there, you definitely want to keep the one that looks like Ego, Cludius with the Merlin, but the blue one, man, I like a good, I've always been a blue fanatic, and he was born on his own. He stood on his own 2 feet, so 2 things are going to take place. I'm going to keep the Merle for the sake of Ego, but I'm going to be salty when the blue turns up and looks like the Billy Goat and be like, damn, if I had that Joker, he'd been the truth. But whoever gets him, they're going to, get a good dog. Shout out to Sweet Butter. Said, bro, he just said message him on Instagram at Fit Bully Kennels. There you go, mama.
Them hamburgers.
Let's see the daddy's no longer with. Good girl. Amira's a happy dog, man. That's what you do. You think about kind of our goal. We'll start talking about epigenetics. You say, man, I love the opportunity. I love what Eco had balance-wise. You look and fall in love with, Amira's joy, and you say, man, you've got another dog that doesn't have prey drive. You say, man, we can do so much with that. And
hey, she got a little bit of drive though.
no, I know she's got drive, not prey drive.
Nah, she ain't trying to kill no other dogs. She'll chase a sack.
We could definitely at some point in time pull in a Sin City dog. It's a good question. I don't know if I could though, if I'm being honest. I would use one from a stud standpoint. Dang, girl, you're doing so good. But them dogs is big, man.
That is big dogs.
When you go out and see Sin City, we all had a chance to experience it in real time. They're gorgeous. God, they're gorgeous, but they are huge.
Yeah, they make Ego look small.
Yeah, they do.
There.
They're big old dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I actually might keep this. So we're on day 14 here. You don't want to feed these dogs. And so,
Go feed your pups.
you're killing me, mama. You are killing me.
I know, man.
You killing me, Petey.
Yeah, I appreciate all the people and the kindness, man. I literally screenshot so many messages. I haven't even got through 2 days ago worth of messages, but we got a lot of kind words. It does suck, but it's not the end of the world.
Sweet girls.
Yeah, man, she had attention on her, bro. And Stan's feeding it. Stan tell you to keep your dog, keep your hand to yourself. All you doing is petting the damn dog.
I miss Amira. I miss it.
Making it worse. You trying to get her to do her job. And you over here, all right. Guys, if you don't want your dog to jump on you, quit petting it. You just pet it, bitch. I need to feed these dogs. Y'all gonna keep asking that for a little bit. It take a while for it, to sink in. And even today, someone messaged me and said, man, it don't look the same. I see an eagle in the backyard. I didn't think of it that way, if I'm being honest. But I can see where you're coming from because you've always seen them in every shot or every video, or every playtime, or whatever's going on. The groups. So that makes sense. It probably is going to be different not seeing the guy out there.
I was out there looking in the backyard like a little bear.
Yeah, only for a little bit.
Should have told you when I walked in the other day. I was like, oh shit, he ain't coming up to greet me.
He's been a free dog for a long time, just roaming the house. This is part of what I loved about having the new place we in. For those that have followed the Fit Bully stories, watching us progress, and then watching the dogs continue to have a space for themselves to kind of like thrive. This is one of those places where you go, Now the dogs haven't acted different. I gotta be honest, I haven't dealt with them much. They've been doing a good job, but I just haven't dealt with them much, man. Now none of the puppies have named yet.
Except Maestro.
Yeah, you don't know which one is Maestro, but
Maestro is one of them.
Yeah, that's potential. I'm looking through my name list. I was gonna name one Nimrod. And Nimrod is actually one of the most powerful people in the Marvel universe. So I got that on the list too. So just you gotta make up your mind about where you wanna go. But I like Maestro because of all the lessons that I think I'm gonna learn and working with his dogs. And yeah, we'll post some videos. Man, I got some thinking obstacles, man. It's gonna be some ones, especially as soon as I get back Monday. We're gonna have a good time making them learn how to use their body and whatnot, etc. So stay tuned for that, because that'll be a journey in itself. You're gonna kill me, woman. Yeah. I mean, look, I didn't know that so many people were tuned into Eagle's quality of life until more recently. But so when y'all saying it hurts, I'm like, damn. But I gotta go back. You know, we separated Tron and Ego for a couple weeks when we had the litter when we was living in the garage, and I mean, there was grown folks calling me saying what's going on. Like, yo, we look forward to seeing Ego and Tron every day. We ain't seen them.
Where's Tron at?
That's crazy. So I said, no worry, he'll be back soon. But we got too many dogs. Now I just got a space where I put every dog in some room. So I do know what you're talking about, my friend. It would be a difficult name to sell. See, Maestro means teaching. Nimrod for me is kind of like an idiot, but on the other side is him, a dog basically being one of the top 25 strongest people in the Marvel universe. Girls are always going to be a little bit more, at least $1,000 more in our case. These pups won't be introduced to any of the dogs until they get their at least first round of shots, and we're listening until they're 8 weeks old. And then remember, there's a system in play so that they can coexist. General, when he sees small dogs, he's a little prick, so he was like, I'm gonna go pick on this motherfucker. And we're not gonna do that.
You can picking on the Frenchies like nobody's
Cha-Cha, check in with me, and she'll be like, this is just too small to play with, so she'll walk off. Tron, he'll tune you out, because if he wants to swim now, he just gonna swim, man. And then, I don't think I have anybody else. Eagle was the last dog. And sometimes the first dog I'd introduce him to just because he's gonna cheat, like, oh, that's just a baby, he can't do nothing.
The Frenchies.
Yeah, let me see if I try to Ah, man. I appreciate that, man. You said Nigel. I know a nigga named Nigel. You didn't know dog Nigel. That's not a name.
Nigel.
Yeah, it's not. It's not good. It definitely ain't no dog Nigel.
Fred.
You know, that's a good point. I actually don't, because I can't type. So one of the days somebody asked, but like if I pin one of y'all's comments, chat filter, top messages, so I can't actually, like if you typed it out, I could pin it.
Eagle never met these pups, right?
No, he didn't get to.
Yeah, he didn't know.
Oh snap. You can start posting these lives. This is good to know. I'm about to create all kinds of interaction. The more I learn about these lives, the more we have fun. I try to make it a habit every day to at least do 30. At least a good 30, so appreciate you guys watching for sure, man. Name him Nixon, like
Richard?
yeah, we're not naming him Nixon. Now, it don't work that way, man. Everything that we do, even go look up Amira's name. I believe it's either Hebrew or Bengal, one of them names. It means something special. I can't remember right now. Nor, yeah, see what I'm saying? Arabic. I got some Arabic names as well. Mufasa. That's too common, man. That's too common. We can't name a dog Mufasa. Mufasa died. We ain't doing that. But name that nigga Simba. That ain't happening.
Did you hear the backstory of Mufasa?
Which one?
So Scar saved Mufasa, and Scar is actually the rightful owner to the kingdom, and Mufasa actually stole that shit.
Interesting.
So Mufasa was actually the bad guy in Lion King, and Scar was just trying to get his shit back.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Scar didn't have a plan.
Exactly. Scar just had a bunch of hyenas.
Strategy.
He's gonna get all these niggas to come overtake this throne.
Yep.
That's funny. He said it was too crass on Savage. You know, I like peaceful names, man. Assalamualaikum salam.
It says savage.
No savagery, man. No savagery. You got a buddy get that says Cujo. No.
Savagery reptiles.
Yeah, we not doing no Cujos with people. I seek peace, man. Will I ever use Ego's name again? Probably not. I know what my generation 6 and 7 boys' name should be, people. That's how far ahead I am. And, you know, Ego was a dog for me. As I said, he's what I call supposed to be my retirement dog. You know, we don't retire now with him. But, you know, poo-poo happens. That brother's still eating.
He hanging on.
Yeah, the eyes are starting to open.
That little blue.
The eyes are starting to open.
Kenchu. What is Kenchu? Is that something about him? What's that stuff called that the people watch, the anime?
Yeah.
When a good thing goes bad, it's not the end of. Spirit's actually a good name. Sprit, is that what you call it? Sprit. Man, you gotta name it with something that they give it dominion or power. Blue, Balu is with Hunter.
Rolling down the hill.
Yeah. Amir, you gotta relax, man.
Somebody asked, how's her milk production going?
Oh, it's going good, man. We shot that video. She was still producing. Sometimes, you know, she just needs a little food. She needs some water. So I'm gonna get her 2 more pails. I mean, we got a lot of pails. We got a lot of pails.
I feel like you're buying pills every week.
Every week, man. There's not a bloodline. And shout out to that person listening to the podcast, guys. You can go to Apple or Spotify and type in unmotivated. It's upside down middle finger.
It's in the link in the bottom.
Get down with the good shit, and the links are all there. And boom. I like Greek mythology, so I actually like the name Zeus. I just think it's too common.
Yeah.
And I like the latter. And I'm thinking about me and my journey too, people. You know, it's not just like, oh, let me name a dog. It's like, you know, I got back into this, and Ego's technically the first dog that I had. Oh wow, there's children out there. With the pups, you know, coming back into the space. So he taught me a lot. So would you name his kid? You know, he'd be my teacher, because I got so much more to share. So human sin on the pups don't interfere with the blood bonding process. No, not at all, man. If anything, it just gives the pups perspective on who's kind of caring for them, trusting you. Yeah, she gets bones when she's pregnant, man. The chicken lays, everything. But we try to, you know, just pace ourselves. Yeah, man, I'm cooperating though, man.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen her do anything like this. I think it's just because it's all 3 of us.
There's too much in there. That's why
There's
we
too much
went
going
into a
on.
little bit. You know, she knows she don't get a lot of attention from me, so
Yeah.
at some point she calmed down and just sit her ass down. In this
That
case,
part.
too much noise. Too many moving parts. Goliath is a good name. That takes me back to both Chronicle and, you know, David and Goliath as well, biblical.
The Bible.
Hades, you know, I like Hades for other reasons, but I think that's a good name. I don't want to invite the devil into your house. That ain't the move.
You probably Fortnite nigga.
Mm-hmm. Guru is, none of these dogs are going to be gurus though. And they're still a dog, still a name where you like, oh wow.
Do you think any of them will develop ticking?
All of them. All of them where they have white spots should have some ticking somewhere. Shout out to Stan as well for being one of the first people to be able to bring one of our part 2s of the Vision of Life. Because this has been a journey. This is 3 years of work to get to this point. And it takes a lot of commitment and vision and belief to see there, you know, to see that thing come to life. So it's gonna be oh man, look, that's Ruben, my man. San Miguel Bulls. Man, look, if I could send you a link to you could join this group, but you already know. I told you we need to do a live together, man. You're killing me. That's really my man. That's my guy, people. That's one of the people that I trust. When Ego was on his way out, he was the first person I called and said, Ruben, can you give me a call when you get a second? And Ruben's always been there for us and there for me. So big thank you to him for being a voice of reason, and definitely I would consider one of my mentors. What would have changed if you lived for one more day? Nothing, because he was deteriorating by the second, literally. Ever had a dog with an aggressive dog you couldn't train and had to put it down? Oh, absolutely, man. Yep. I think people fail to realize that
3 males, females, female.
Yeah, we'll probably get our guy from Sin City back on next week sometime, but yeah, you could look past my friend. What happens is we want to not consider the fact that they're dogs. And when they're dogs, you go, I want this dog to be good, I want it to be great, I want it to be safe, I want it to be calm, I want it to be collected. And that's just not the case. That's not the case. Once they get that little trigger, it's like, oh man. Yeah, he was. That's part right there for them. That's part right there for them. Watch, I try to be as transparent as possible. And big thank you also to people who's like, yo, I know, I love everything I love always. You sharing the whole journey. It's an unfortunate journey, but it's the truth. And a lot of people hide the things, but we try to put our best foot forward into all of our dogs. So we're not breeding with the intent to put out a bunch of dogs. We put the right dogs, and hopefully get it more right than we get it wrong, right? So for those people who watch the dogs grow up or used our methods of training and love and care and feeding, you go, oh wow. This is funny. But we have puppies dying all the time. There's a lot more people with puppies dying, they just don't post it, my friend. And I assure you, I could show you where all the dead bodies are at. The challenge is I have nothing to hide, so I love comments like that even, because in truth, there's a lot of people dying every day. There's a lot of people suffering, there's a lot of people dealing with depression, a lot of things that just happen, because that's life. One day you could be here and the next day you could be gone. But if I told you everything I knew about every dog that's dead, and every camp and every kennel, and how they really died, you too would be, oh wow. They would never share that because they like to live through their lives online. And the only thing that's sustainable is the truth.
She wants some love.
Shit, you do for the sugar blind for the light come on. Hey, girl. Sitting on that poor puppy. You know no squeaky toy? Look at that.
No.
I gotta get out. Goodness gracious. She acting crazy.
Have you considered naming
No,
next pup Pride?
No, that's, I was gonna say, no, I ain't gonna say the keyword, but, yeah, all that, man. The mothers often don't eat the dead pups. They'll eat pups that they don't agree with should be born sometimes. So, like, if it's too close of a breeding, you can see some dogs, like, chew a poor dog up and such, like, oh man, she ate all the puppy. There you go. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, we're gonna show you guys potty power and it works, Yeah, guys, I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm gonna tell you this, hopefully this sticks. It's none of us are gonna be here long enough to be remembered anyway, especially if you're in Jesus Christ. So if you're concerned with the rhetoric, commentary, hate, envy, jealousy, hell, even the love you get online from people, don't be.
She's a bully.
Because by the time, someone gets done complaining, you've worked to move forward. I repeat, I can tell you where all the dead bodies lie, literally. In big kennels. Name their names, you might know some of their names, but they would never tell you. All you do is see the dog gone. They don't have to answer the question. I think it's important to share the truth. And be honest, man. This is the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. I know people who've got great dogs, and people who buy dogs from them, they got 4 ACL tears in their yard. I just got 4 TPLO surgeries. Who they calling when their dog got an issue? They calling me. So, you don't want to overdo the C-section wound, which is a good question as well, because you turn around and you overdo it. You don't want it not just to heal too fast, but you just want to let it heal itself. Plus, Tadlock uses a laser to singe it. So he actually basically sears it off so it doesn't bleed as much. And that's a new process, but it looks like she's producing good milk. Yeah, I'll be out again. I'll be out there and shooting, bringing you guys some information on Rottweilers, man. Do you make your pits with other breeders? No, we don't really work with a lot of people. I've got a couple outside breedings that we do at times with people that I trust and know. Aaron Sims from Crossfire Kennel will be one that we use as Dog Frank the Tank. Past that, that's gonna be it, man. Exactly, man. The truth of everything is the only thing that will last, and realistically, the only thing that is constant. So tomorrow, we'll go to see Saeed. I will be in Arizona for a hard 48 hours. I'll be shooting a Tizon and bring you guys as much information as possible. And I do hope it helps. Part of my curiosity is let me go see some routes I haven't seen them in a while. That's actually a good question. Do you ever want to quit, and how do you stay motivated? I did this on a podcast, so you guys might want to start listening to that. But you know, when you're thinking about quitting or giving up, and I asked myself a question a couple years ago, and it was just very simple. If you're not going to quit, if you're not going to die, if you're not going to walk off a bridge, you got to choose the ladder. And the ladder is we got to be better. And so I know that I got what some would consider an authority, and that authority I try to use for good. And part of the motivation is just being clear about the goals, the business, leading a group of better men, and being honest with myself about how much work really goes into this stuff. So many times, if not daily, you think about saying, fuck this shit. And it's just, we're too far gone. Like, you can get so deep into building something that there's nowhere to go. So you gotta grow. Now there's no turning back. And yeah, you lose a dog like Eco, who was the pinnacle of building all the other dogs. You go, man, I want to do this again. I ain't signed up for this shit. But it's not the end of the world. You just gotta keep going, you know. You gotta keep going. Eco had lymphoma, the cancer. Setup is real simple now. In this box, things will get built out, so we'll see a lot more magic take place slowly but surely. And we would definitely keep up the work, people. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go from here but up. But I assure you, many times, like any person, people, I'm not beyond reproach. I've thought a ton about saying, fuck this. But where would that leave some people, man? Some of you come back here regularly to learn and live and keep taking care of your dogs. And we got too many to turn our back on now. Exactly. You can tell yourself the truth. The worst lies we tell is the ones we tell ourselves, and I don't lie to myself, man. Not at all. Yeah, the openness is gonna be it's gonna be key, because then I ain't gotta remember. I ain't